you guys talked about it on the broadcast, but I was probably very close to, not very close, but I was close to 200 pounds. I was like 180, 185,
Mhm.
not in a good way. I was like 185 pounds of Taco Bell.
Yep, yep, yep.
Um,
Been
and
there. Got it.
by the time I moved to New Jersey, I think I was down to like 165 maybe. And then when I got to New Jersey, I joined the CrossFit gym and I started working with a nutrition coach for the first time. So I did a 3 month nutrition coaching program and I went from I think 165 to under 160 down into the 150s and just learned about food. Honestly, at that point, I had no idea what a macronutrient was. I thought sugar was fat because sugar makes you fat, and finding out
Listen,
sugar is
sound
actually a carb.
logic.
Yes.
Totally sound logic
A-
for what it's worth. I get it.
At, at this point, could you tell us the macros of a gordita? That's important.
I need to know for
Yes.
tomorrow's MyFitnessPal.
Yeah.
A lot of fat.
Only
More
It's
fat.
fat than you
always the
think.
fat.
It's
It's
always the
always the
fat.
fat. That's bullshit. Everyone bitches about carbs and how everybody I love carbs. I don't get any carbs because I need to bullshit. I could survive
Hey,
off fat alone. I would eat an entire jar of peanut butter before I gave a shit about eating a bagel.
Oh, man.
hey,
Truly.
Bagels
let
are
me
one of
tell you
my
some,
favorite foods, though.
bagels are amazing. Let me tell you something about Taco Bell. I don't want to hate on Taco Bell. Taco Bell is the perfect American experience because you can be sitting in a Taco Bell drive-through and there'll be like $100,000 Mercedes followed by like a $5,000 Honda Civic
Really?
followed by some drunk dude on a bicycle, followed by a couple of high school students just walking through the drive-through. Like, it's
That's
the
so
most American.
valid.
It's so true. It's like it's the most American experience you can get is the Taco Bell drive-through. Oh, and by the way, they're all drunk. All of them. Or
Wait, can I tell you something? This is
yeah, yeah, go
real.
ahead.
I have never eaten at a Taco Bell.
What?
Oh, Nikki, come
I
on.
is
Never?
that am I like
Oh my
missing
gosh.
some quintessential American experience?
Only if you have GI issues. I mean, for sure.
If I want them, you mean?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, they might kill you if you have GI issues, but otherwise you'd be fine. You'd be fine.
Oh, okay. I'll be all right. I can handle it. I'm
There
like a
All
was
right.
tank.
there was a
Like a tank.
Tank.
Like a
In many
tank.
ways.
Your
In
girl is
many ways.
sturdy.
That's right. She's ready for some GI issues, I guess is where
Yes.
this is going. No,
Oh,
I have never had the desire. The closest I have come to a Taco Bell is when it's connected to a KFC, which I also have only eaten at like whatever in my youth as a kid.
there was about a 2-year period when I was living in California before I moved to New Jersey, where I lived literally around the corner from a Taco Bell, and I had Taco Bell like 3 to 4 times a week minimum.
what was your go-to order?
So I really liked, oh man, they don't make them anymore. It was like the big burritos that they would grill. I can't remember what they're called. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
I
I do,
don't.
but I can't think of what they were called though. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Grilled burritos? I'm so
Yes.
Yeah.
here for this.
And so like a normal Taco Bell burrito is like this tiny little wimpy thing that like falls over if you hold it up.
Mm,
But
you're
they
really selling me on this Taco Bell.
Yes.
had these like massive, like Chipotle sized burritos.
Yeah.
And they would grill them after they would make them, and they were so good. And they had a steak one, and that was my favorite. But they
Okay.
stopped making that. And I was also really big on the crunch wraps.
I know what
And
those
Yes.
are. I do know what those are. I've
Yes.
seen commercials for those.
yeah, and this is not a lot of people like these, but the chicken chalupas,
Oh,
those were really good.
chalupa. Forgot about the
Yeah.
chalupas.
Yeah, they have like a deep fried tortilla. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh,
So good.
Shit.
it's
Maybe
a
I really need to get in on this.
this is a true story. I knew the pandemic was some serious shit when the Taco Bell down the street from me started closing early. I'm like, oh man, we are in for it.
Oh no.
Like, yeah, because they keep, that thing's open all night, man. They got the drive-throughs like 24/7. Like, just even the cops are drunk. Like, just people will drive through, just drunk people in the drive through all night long. When they started closing like 9 p.m., I'm like, oh man, the economy is heading south. like in a bad way.
There's
We're
nobody
in
to
for a
work the
recession.
Taco Bell.
Yeah,
Lord help us all.
look, you're in for a recession when people can't afford dollar tacos. I'm telling you. I
Wow,
swear to
I know
God.
what I'm
True
gonna
story.
do this weekend. I'm gonna
Go
try
to
Taco Bell for the first
Take
time.
Matt to Taco Bell and then tell him he can leave the house again. Trust me on this one.
Actually, of all people who couldn't handle the GI issues that Taco Bell would bring,
It would kill Matt. Matt would
it would
literally
kill
die.
him. It would kill him. It's a good thing he doesn't listen to this show because he'd be like, "Why are you telling everyone about my GI problems?" But he doesn't listen to this podcast, so fuck that, I guess.